houses, cars that haven't been.
And I went to the waitress. And
what are you doing on social media? Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, sure, you can.
Where are all the good men at?
you know why a lot of men laugh at women and treat us like we're idiots? Okay, no, they're not. Majority of men have to deal with women like this. I'm sorry with disrespect, but if majority of men today have to choose to have the mother of their children, to build a life with you, to build a career with you, that you both can build something together for the future, to have a life with you, and you need to deal with somebody that have so many mental issues and so many body count, why would they do it? They'd rather be alone.
Because they don't give a shit what men think.
I can't hear this, and I'll tell you why. You're a mother to children. You're sitting here in the podcast saying, oh, I'm a baby girl. I don't want to hear this. Because literally you're disrespecting your kids. You are a mother before you are for yourself. You are a mother before you're something in this world. Your baby and your kid is the most important thing. You're supposed to protect them, love them, and protect them. It's not put yourself out there and talk about their mother like that because you're humiliating them. I'm embarrassed as a woman to sit at a table with a woman like you.
If only all women thought like her, and more importantly, acted like her, then there would not have been any major problems when it comes to dating. But sadly, in today's world, women will rather deflect their problems on men than reflect on them and solve them themselves.
So the dating scene in Florida is rapidly changing due to 2 hurricanes that we've suffered here. Women now are only looking for men that have houses, cars that haven't been flooded. Maybe you have power, air conditioning. We don't want to be hot out here. Maybe you got toilet paper and some food. That's all we're looking for now.
I made a video talking about how me personally, would not move in with a man if I was going to have to split the rent bill down the middle. And it went so fucking viral. And I just want to address angry men that are like, septum ring theory, you're a lesbian, you probably drive a Subaru Outback, and you fucking have daddy problems. It's like, really not that serious. And let me tell you guys something. Shock, horror, surprise. When my mother married my dad, he said, I know I love you because I want to take care of you. And they've been married and they are so happy, and they are, yes, each other's best friends. And obviously they have a joint bank account, but my dad has always provided for that woman. My dad has built that woman a fucking house with his bare hands. So if you think that you're gonna get me to settle for anything less than what I've watched my dad do for my mom, don't hold your fucking breath.
No one is holding anything for you if you don't even have the mental capacity to understand that when your parents were growing up, the financial landscape of this world wasn't this bad, and they were able to survive on a single person's income, which unfortunately, in today's time is very, very tough.
Guys, I just got back from a Hinge date. Why am I doing this to myself? So we scheduled to go to dinner. We are sitting at the restaurant. Seems very nice. Not a catfish. Things are going well. And the waitress comes over. She wants to take her order. And I said, okay, I'm going to take the branzino. And he said, I'm going to take the burger. And the waitress asked him, okay, how do you like your burger? He said how he likes his burger. And do you want some cheese on your burger? And he asked, is this gonna be extra? And she says, yes, it's $3 extra. And he said, okay, then never mind. Over there, and I'm like, what the actual I'm like, okay, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat my branzino and see what happens. And he's like, oh my god, you have to pay extra for everything these days. And I'm like, yeah, it's New York City. So I got my branzino, he got his burger, we were eating. And once I was satisfied, I got up and I was like, I'm going to the restroom for a second. And I took my purse and I went to the waitress and I was like, hey, I just want to pay the bill. And I just paid the bill and walked out of the restaurant, and I texted him. So I texted him, the check is taken care of, you should have gotten the cheese.
Looks like he got himself a free dinner and also dodged a bullet in the form of you. And I don't understand why people post their private life on the internet and why she left him alone for making a financially sound decision.
This is going to be a hard TikTok to watch.
And aren't those indeed sometimes the most fun to watch? So let's see.
How to know if a man is in his feminine era? It is literally a disease. It is literally a disease.
Is it now? So what are some of the symptoms of this disease?
Starting off strong with he wants you to text him first. What the fuck is that? Literally, what the fuck? What do you mean you were waiting for me to text you first? Why the fuck would I ever text you first?
Does the copious amount of swearing help, I wonder? Or is it simply there to mask the fact that one doesn't seem to understand that some men do actually appreciate knowing that they are wanted and that the woman is truly interested? So that is why some men would like women to text first.
Next, he's posting on his stories. Why is he doing that? Why is he doing that? Does he not have a job?
Really? Really? That's the route we're going? Every person that has social media doesn't have a job? Okay.
The reason is, like, what are you doing on social media? Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, sure, you could have it, whatever. But
I'm sure all the men out there will be extremely grateful to hear that they are allowed to have social media because someone said so.
he shares his location on his story. Literally, are you a bitch? Literally, are you a bitch?
Okay, that's enough of that. I think it's quite evident who the real one of those is in this dialogue.
She just showed the entire world the reason of her singlehood and why no man who watched this video will ever look to get with her or with a woman who mirrors her traits, and why there is so much scrutiny over everything a man does, because if the shoe was on the other foot, then she would instantly go on the defensive.
Okay, I'm trying this one more time. I came to Home Depot this time because I heard this is a better place to find husbands than Lowe's. So, Home Depot. In the tool section. Nobody. It's a Saturday afternoon. Where are all the good men at? I don't find them. So, future husband, where are you? Hurry up and come and get me.
It's great that there's some effort here, but by Saturday afternoon, these men are home, either working in the garage or in the backyard. And the only men that are left at Home Depot are either married and shopping with their wife, or married and trying to get a project done that he would have had done at 10 a.m. if it wasn't for wanting to have a relaxed morning with his family. Or, I'll admit, there's an occasional single guy, but guaranteed he is on his second or third trip of the day. And that man's focus on completing his project is on level 100. All that man wants is to get in and out as fast as possible. He's not even noticing you.
They are somewhere far from you, just as you and your friends wanted. And guess what? They are very happy enjoying their life with their friends or other family, or even playing video games in their room. But it looks like you guys are not having a good time with what you wanted.
Okay, I used to be so nervous about like eating out alone, but I just came here and got a chicken sandwich all on my own and I don't care. Judge me, judge me.
Loser.
I can tell a lot about a man when I tell him I don't drink.
Brianna and I have been together for like 7 years, and I drink and she doesn't drink. And yeah, she's boring as f***.
What's your craziest college confession?
I've just been really sexually active.
How many bodies have you got since you've been here?
About 20, yeah. And that's since July.
Jesus Christ.
Are you going crazy?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Okay.
What is the most attractive part on her body?
Her face.
True. Would you punch Sarah in the face for $1,000?
You know what? No.
You know what? Lie.
You got me.